Grant the Car Guy here. Nice to see you again. We are going to do a complete transmission flush on my wife's 2008 Subaru Outback. This is not just a drain the drain plug and then fill it up with a bunch of stuff and call it good. This is a complete flush. We are performing dialysis on my wife's car. We're going to pump in the new stuff while pumping the old stuff out because traditionally it takes about 12 quarts for the whole transmission, but if you just drain the fluid, you only get about 4. So we're gonna do a full flush, get all the dirt and grime out of the torque converter. I did it. It seemed to work out. I don't think I broke anything, so I'm gonna explain what I did. Let me show you what I got going on here, because it's a little weird. This should be fairly similar process to other Subarus of this golden era that gave us this beauty as well. However, this video is about this car. All right, so we're gonna start underneath the car. First thing you want to do is you want to take off the splash guard. It's just a couple bolts and some plastic clips up in the wheel wells as well. That falls off and you can see it back there just out of the way. Once you have that off, you have pretty good access to everything. I just drove up on some ramps I got for Harbor Freight. I love these things. And you are going to find, let me squeeze in here. Hold on, let me get a better angle. All right, here we are underneath the car. Just to reorient you, this is the lower radiator hose, and then this is the coolant overflow jug. We're on the driver's side of the car. And what you're going to be looking for to do this flush job is this hard line right here. So there's 2 of them right next to each other, right next to the overflow jug. And what I did is I unplugged the one closer to me, and I hooked up 2 pieces of clear tubing to it. So this black hose is originally connected to it as well, but I hooked up 2 pieces of hose and I wanted to figure out which one the old fluid was being flushed out of. So I turned the car on for like a couple seconds and it was the black hose that was giving me old fluid. So I wired it up into a bucket and that's all old fluid. So we know that we have to pump fluid into that fitting right there because that's where the new fluid is going to go into, and that is where the old fluid is being pumped out of. All right, next important thing is you're going to need 2 5-gallon buckets. You can get them from anywhere, Home Depot and Harbor Freight. They're both like $4. I'll have a tally for the total price at the end of this video, but you need 1 bucket for brand new ATF and 1 bucket for the old crappy ATF. And if you have buckets that have like actual measurements on it, that's awesome. However, I know that each of those is a gallon because this car takes 3 gallons for the complete system. So I dumped in 1 gallon of the new stuff, measured it up to there. It's about 3 inches. So 3, 6, 9. And so I measured that out, and I also measured it out on the other one as well, just to, it's around here somewhere, just to be able to keep track of how much is being pumped out. So you can kind of stay in line with each other. Obviously, you will also need automatic transmission fluid. I just got this from AutoZone. This is the most expensive part of this entire job, honestly. This is like 120 bucks for all of it. Not terrible, though, compared to bringing your car to a shop. All right, last but definitely not least is the electrical oil pump. I got this off of Amazon. I will link it down below for literally $20. And it came with all of the tubing that I needed for this whole job. You might need to get more tubing depending on where your fittings are for your car, but I was able to make this work. This pump, it just plugs into your battery, and that's the power source. There's a little switch on the back. It's pretty straightforward. Also, just to make life a little bit easier, I just used some vice grips to make sure the tubing doesn't fly out and make a gigantic mess all over the garage floor. This is, I believe, 3/8 just clear tubing. You can buy more of this at like Home Depot if you need to. Like I said, I may do. They give you a decent chunk of tubing with the pump when you order it on Amazon. And then it also comes with this little plastic kind of like adapter that worked out perfectly for me. It might be a little bit different for your car. Just make sure everything is nice and snug so you don't have fluid just like spraying everywhere. But once you have everything set up, let me show you how to actually do this. Once you have the pump with good fluid going into the transmission and a tube going out of the transmission where you're going to collect all the old crap, now we start the actual process. Now, what I did is I turned on the car, let it pump out like a half gallon into the dirty bucket, and then I shut the car off, and then I turned on the pump, and I pumped in a half gallon. Then when we were done pumping in that half gallon, I basically just left this thing on the whole time because it's kind of slow. It's good, but it works. Once the old bucket got up to about a half gallon, I shut the car off because that pump is much faster. And then I let it pump in a new half gallon. And then once I got to about a half gallon, I drained out about another half gallon until I got to the 1 mark on the old stuff. And then I shut the car off. And then I let this suck out another half gallon. And then I got a bit more brave, turned on the car and let it drain out a gallon, and then shut it off. And then I let this one suck up a gallon. This one takes a little bit longer. The clean stuff going in just because that pump is slower. However, you just kind of go back and forth and you monitor the color of the stuff that's coming out. It's going to come out brown, black, dark maroon, just kind of crappy. That's because you got so much dirt everywhere in the transmission, probably why you're having problems in the first place. If you have any questions at all, just comment down below. I respond to all of them. So at the end, you should have an empty, clean bucket and a full junk bucket at 3 gallons. And then this one, you only have 3 gallons of new stuff anyways. And also, you should start to notice that the fluid coming out of the pump itself, or out of the transmission itself, is much cleaner. It's more of like a dark red / clear red. It should look exactly the same going in as it does out. That means you flushed all the old stuff out, cleaned out a lot of the dirt, and you're basically, you know, putting in the good and getting the good out, so you know your transmission is full of the good. But just to summarize everything, nice and neat, 2 5-gallon buckets, an oil pump from Amazon that I will have linked below, enough transmission fluid, 3 gallons for this year Subaru, and you need to unplug the hard line for the transmission cooler, but you pump in the good stuff and you pump out all of the old stuff. It's pretty simple. You just kind of go back and forth. Like you drain a half gallon, you pump in a half gallon. You drain a gallon, you pump in a gallon. I went back and forth like that. I'm learning right with you guys. So let me show you this old fluid though, and then we'll get everything connected back together and check the dipstick. That is the old transmission fluid. That is kind of gnarly. Hold on, yeah, that is it's nice brown fluid. So that's what is coming out of the car. And then this is what is going into the car. So quite a big difference there. I feel like it should feel quite a bit better. All right, well, it's been a couple days and the car feels good. I have not broken the car. My wife has taken it to work a couple times. There's no transmission bits spraying all over the road. So, you know, I think that was a success. I kind of want to do the flush again when the car is warm to make sure I get all of the dirt out before it, like, you know, settles at the bottom of the case, just to make sure it's super clean. But I do feel a little bit of a difference. So if you like the video, make sure to subscribe. And if you have any questions at all about the process, comment down below. I will do my best to help you out. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.